This instruction video will teach you how to play any of our games. In order to demonstrate the functions and features of our games, we will use our American Values game as an example. Let's look at our American Values game. The goal of the American Values game is to teach generally accepted American cultural values and value ideals. Our cartoons show specific examples of how American cultural values could manifest in everyday contemporary culture. We also show how American values have been shaped by key historical events. Cultural values or value ideals determine what is important for most people in any country. In order to teach cultural values, we have to make generalizations about cultural values. Of course, there are always exceptions, and a range of perspectives exist in any culture. We recognize that each person is ultimately unique. American cultural values are shaped by history, geography, religion, and multiple ethnic groups. To sign in and play your games, go to the Culture Buff Games website, www.culturebuffgames.com, and click on the My Culture Buff button at the top right corner of the web page. Enter your username and password in the sign-in window. In your user dashboard, click on the Play button to play a game. Let's look at the features of our American Values game. On the right-hand side, we have 4 generally accepted American values or value ideals. On the left-hand side, we have a specific mini-story, which is a possible scenario from American culture. Your task is to match the mini-story in the cartoon with the American value that it best represents. It is important to understand that each mini-story is only one example among many of a generally accepted American value. There is only one correct answer that best fits each mini-story. To select an American cultural value, click on that cultural value. If you get the answer correct on the first attempt, you get 4 points, and the number of points decrease with each subsequent attempt. In this example, the correct answer is freedom. Americans value freedom, and this mini-story is only one illustration among many of the cultural value of freedom. Can you think of other historical or contemporary examples of the American cultural value of freedom? After you click on the correct cultural value, the cartoon will flip displaying a detailed explanation of the cartoon and the cultural value of freedom. Reading the explanation will deepen your understanding of the cultural value illustrated in the cartoon. You can flip back and forth between the cartoon and the explanation by clicking on the swivel button. To download your scorecard, click on the Scorecard button. At the end of this game, you will have gained an understanding of American cultural values, learned about historical events that have shaped American culture, and seen examples of how American values manifest in contemporary everyday culture.